An attorney says he has reached a $144,000 settlement with the city. It's for 8 people who were inside an Atlanta restaurant lounge when Atlanta police raided it. All new at 6, Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live in Midtown Atlanta with what has to happen before the settlement is final. Mark.
Monica, we found out about this late this afternoon. Have been working the phones and checking records to pull this together. Now, Attorney Dan Grossman says a city council committee and then the full council must approve the settlement for it to be final, and the committee vote should come tomorrow.
Well, I think the important thing is that the city understands that the police officers broke the law during this raid, and more importantly, I think the city is really sincerely committed to making sure this never happens again.
Lawyer Dan Grossman says the Ruby Santabella Lounge is on the menu at the Atlanta City Council Public Safety Committee meeting Tuesday for a settlement concerning a lawsuit over a police raid there.
It's $18,000 per person.
For how many?
8 people.
Last year,
they was talking real ugly up in here, man.
Jonathan Culberson said as his band broke down their equipment, authorities broke down the door.
If it was in Buckhead, they wouldn't even be here.
And Atlanta police came rushing in. An incident report indicated officers responded to a bar/nightclub operating after hours. Grossman says the restaurant lounge was not operating after hours and says police still would have needed a search warrant.
Well, what happened is that some police officers broke the door off the hinges with a crowbar without a search warrant and then detained and did ID searches on everyone who was there, even people who were not suspected of any crime.
Grossman, well known for his role in the Atlanta Eagle Bar case, also told us this.
I think I've sensed a real, sincere desire on the part of city government to improve the Atlanta Police Department, and I think we're going to see some very positive changes in the near future.
Now, a police spokesman emailed me. From what I understand, the internal case is not closed at this point. With that said, it wouldn't be appropriate for us to make a comment. Now, a document filed last year said a sergeant asserts they took no action to deprive the plaintiffs of any rights secured by the Constitution. Again, that's last year. But we found this in the docket, quote, the case settled. Reporting live in Midtown, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
Thank you, Mark. We have more details on the 2009 Eagle raid. Atlanta police used anti-gay slurs and forced customers to lie on the floor during the raid. The city settled the first lawsuit for $1.2 million. In October, city leaders approved a second settlement. That would pay 8 people $15,000 each.